I'm going to tell you exactly why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and how you can potentially cash in on rare coins like this one. Let's start with some quick history. In 1964, the United States was dealing with a coin shortage due to increased demand and silver being phased out of most coins. To meet demand, the Denver Mint produced millions of pennies, including the famous 1964 D. Lincoln penny. Most of these coins were ordinary and ended up in circulation. But here's where things get interesting. Some of these coins were struck under unique conditions or with rare errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors today. So, what makes this specific 1964 D penny worth $1.4 million? Comes down to rarity and condition. First, let's talk about the condition. Collectors are looking for pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins graded as MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS are incredibly rare and valuable. Imagine finding a penny that looks as if it just came off the mint press, flawless, shiny, and without a scratch. Now here's the kicker. Some 1964 D pennies have unique mint errors. These errors could include double die obverse, repunched mint marks, or other striking abnormalities. These mistakes are like signatures of rarity, and collectors will pay top dollar to own one. For example, a 1964 D penny with a double die obverse recently sold at auction for over $1 million. Now, how can you tell if you've got one of these rare pennies? First, grab a magnifying glass or, better yet, a jeweler's loupe. Look closely at the D mint mark under the date. Is it perfectly aligned, or does it look doubled or repunched? These subtle details can mean big bucks. Next, examine the obverse. That's the front of the coin where Abraham Lincoln's portrait is. Look for doubling on the lettering or any unusual markings. Even tiny imperfections can add thousands of dollars to a coin's value. And finally, the coin's luster and overall condition matter. If it's uncirculated and has that mirror-like finish, you might have hit the jackpot. So you've checked your coins and you think you've got a winner. What's next? Selling it for the best price, of course. Here are your top options. Get your coin graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. This step is crucial for determining its value and authenticity. Consider selling through top auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These platforms attract serious collectors who are willing to pay premium prices. Websites like eBay or specialized coin-selling platforms can be a good option, but always verify the buyer's credibility and secure your payment. If you're looking for a quicker sale, local coin shops can be a convenient choice, though you might not get top dollar. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid damaging their surface. Even a fingerprint can lower their value. Learn about grading, mint errors, and market trends to understand what collectors are looking for. Beware of scams and counterfeit coins. Stick to reputable dealers and services. Store valuable coins in protective holders to maintain their condition over time. The 1964 D penny might just be the most valuable penny you'll ever come across. But it's not the only coin out there worth a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the world of rare coins is full of hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. So, go check your coin jars, dig through those old collections, and who knows, you might just find your $1 million moment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might have a hidden fortune lying around. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting to uncover the mystery and immense value of the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, you heard that right. This little coin has made headlines with claims of being worth an astonishing $7 million. So what makes it so special? Could you have one of these in your collection? And how can you turn your old coins into a fortune? Stick around as we reveal everything you need to know. Let's start with the basics. The 1967 Lincoln penny was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint decided not to include mint marks on coins. This was due to a coin shortage and efforts to discourage coin hoarding. So all 1967 pennies, whether from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, lack a mint mark. But here's the twist. Not all 1967 pennies are created equal. While most of these pennies are worth only face value, a few rare examples have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions. Why? It all comes down to errors, rarity, and condition. There are three key factors that make certain 1967 pennies worth millions. Minting errors: coins with rare errors, such as double die strikes, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, are incredibly sought after. A double die error on a 1967 penny can skyrocket its value. High-grade condition: coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS67 or higher are exceptionally rare. Only a handful of 1967 pennies exist in such pristine condition. Historical significance: the lack of a mint mark during this era adds a layer of intrigue and uniqueness, making these coins highly desirable to collectors. One particular 1967 penny in near-perfect condition sold at auction for $7 million. Imagine turning a penny into a fortune. But finding such a coin is like striking gold. So, how can you identify if your 1967 penny is worth more than just 1 cent? Here's a quick checklist. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling in the lettering, numbers, or Lincoln's profile. Examine the condition. The fewer the scratches and signs of wear, the higher the grade. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks. Get it graded. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can significantly increase its value. Research auction records. Look up past auction sales to see if similar coins have fetched high prices. If you think you've hit the jackpot with a rare coin, here's how you can sell it for top dollar. Get an appraisal. Consult a reputable coin dealer or appraiser to determine its value. Choose the right platform. Sell your coin through trusted auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where collectors and investors bid for rare finds. Promote your coin. High-quality photos and detailed descriptions can attract serious buyers. Avoid scams. Always work with verified buyers and platforms to ensure a secure transaction. Did you know? A man once found a rare penny in his pocket change and sold it for over $1 million. Stories like these remind us that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. So, check those jars of old coins. The 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a testament to the hidden treasures that might be lying around in your home. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, the thrill of finding a valuable coin is unmatched. So, start checking your coins today. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on more amazing coin stories. Who knows? Your next discovery could be worth millions. We're talking about a seemingly ordinary coin that could turn out to be worth an unbelievable $8 million. The 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. That's right, this 1-cent piece could change your life, and I'm going to tell you exactly WHYSO. Whether you're a coin collector, a treasure hunter, or someone who just happened to find some old pennies in your drawer, stay tuned. This video could be your ticket to a fortune. The 1968 Lincoln penny is famous for one specific reason. Its no mint mark. Coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint typically do not have a mint mark, but what makes this one special is its rarity and the possibility of minting errors that make it so valuable. Now, you're probably wondering, why in the world would someone pay $8 million for a penny? Well, let me break it down. First, it's all about rarity. There are only a handful of verified 1968 pennies with unique minting errors or misprints that make them incredibly valuable. Some examples include double dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. Take the double die error, for instance. This happens when the coin's design is struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers. If your 1968 penny shows this kind of error, you could be sitting on a gold mine, or rather, a copper one. Alright, here's how you can check if your 1968 penny is one of the valuable ones. First, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Examine the coin closely, especially the "In God We Trust" motto, the word liberty, and the date 1968. Look for any signs of doubling or misprints. Next, check the coin's overall condition. Coins in near-perfect condition, or what collectors call mint state, fetch the highest prices. If your penny is scratched or worn, it might still be valuable, but the price could be significantly lower. Another thing to consider is the coin's composition. In 1968, pennies were made of a 95% copper alloy. However, some error coins were accidentally struck on different planchets, like steel or aluminum. These are incredibly rare and can add millions to the coin's value. If you're unsure, you can have the coin's composition tested by a professional numismatist. The key to identifying a valuable 1968 penny is attention to detail. Always look for signs of errors or anything out of the ordinary. Even small differences can make a huge impact on the coin's value. And remember, rarity and condition go hand in hand, so you've found a potential treasure. Now what? Here's how you can sell it. First, get the coin authenticated and graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. This step is crucial because it verifies the coin's authenticity and gives it a grade that determines its value. Once your coin is graded, you can explore selling it through auctions, coin dealers, or online marketplaces. Some of the most successful sales happen through auction houses like Heritage Auctions, which specialize in rare coins. Make sure to research and choose a platform that suits your needs. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips for coin collectors and treasure hunters. Always check your pocket change. You'd be surprised how many rare coins turn up in everyday transactions. Store your coins properly to prevent damage. Use protective holders or coin albums. Join a local coin club or online community to learn from experienced collectors and stay updated on market trends. Be patient. Finding a valuable coin takes time and effort, but it's well worth it. And there you have it, folks. Everything you need to know about the 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that could be worth $8 million. So check those jars, drawers, and old collections. Your fortune might be closer than you think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We're diving into everything you need to know about this rare coin. Why it's so valuable, what to look for, and how you can sell your old coins for life-changing amounts of money. Let's get started. First off, why is this penny worth such a mind-boggling amount of money? Well, the 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is incredibly rare, and its value skyrocketed due to a combination of historical significance, minting errors, and collector demand. Here's the thing. Back in 1973, most pennies were minted with either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But a very small number of pennies were minted without any mark at all. These no-mint mark coins came from the Philadelphia Mint. What makes this coin even more special is its flawless condition. The $3 million penny that made headlines was in MS-67 grade. That's mint state 67, meaning it was nearly perfect, with no visible scratches or blemishes even under magnification. Condition is everything when it comes to rare coins. So, how can you spot a rare 1973 no-mint mark penny? Here are 3 simple steps. Look for the year 1973 on the front of the coin. That's your starting point. Below the date, there should be an O letter, like D or S. If there's no mint mark, congratulations, you might have a Philadelphia minted penny. The value of your coin depends heavily on its condition. If your penny has sharp details, a glossy finish, and minimal scratches, it could be worth grading by a professional. Remember, even if your penny is not in perfect condition, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars to collectors. Okay, so let's say you found a 1973 no-mint mark penny or another rare coin. How do you sell it for top dollar? Here's a step-by-step guide. Send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade will boost its value significantly. Check recent auction results on sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay to see how much similar coins are selling for. High-value coins are best sold through reputable auction houses, while moderately valuable ones can be sold on online marketplaces or to local dealers. Always get multiple offers before selling. The rare coin market is competitive, and you want to make sure you're getting the best deal. Before you sell, you need to protect your investment. Rare coins can lose value if they get scratched or tarnished. Here's how to store them properly. Use acid-free, non-PVC coin holders. Store them in a cool, dry place away from sunlight. Handle them with cotton gloves to avoid fingerprints. Taking these simple steps can preserve the condition of your coin and maintain its value. If you love the idea of finding valuable coins, here are some bonus tips. Rare coins can still show up in your pocket change, so always double-check before spending your pennies. These are great places to learn, network, and maybe even discover hidden gems. Platforms like Reddit or Facebook have groups dedicated to coin collecting where you can get advice and share your finds. And there you have it, folks. The 1973 no-mint mark penny could be your ticket to a $3 million payday. So, start searching through your old coin jars and collections. Who knows? You might just strike gold or copper in this case. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another rare coin update. And don't forget to share your discoveries in the comments below. We're talking about the 1985 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that could be worth an astonishing $5 million. That's right, a single penny could make you a millionaire. Curious? Stay tuned because we'll tell you exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify it, and tips for selling rare coins like this. First, let's talk about the 1985 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. It was produced at the Denver Mint, which is what the D stands for. That year, billions of pennies were minted, so why is this particular one worth millions? It all comes down to rarity, errors, and condition. You see, certain coins leave the mint with unique features that make them highly sought after by collectors. For the 1985 D penny, experts believe that a small batch left the Denver Mint with a striking error that went unnoticed. These rare errors are what drive the value sky high. So, if you've got a penny from 1985 with a D below Lincoln's portrait, it's time to grab a magnifying glass. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What makes a coin worth $5 million? The value comes from three main factors. Look for double die errors where the text or design looks doubled, or unusual marks caused during the minting process. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, sometimes called MS65 or higher, fetch the highest prices. Out of the billions minted, only a handful of these error coins are believed to exist. Combine that with the high demand from collectors, and you've got the perfect recipe for a $5 million penny. So, how can you tell if your 1985 D penny is the jackpot? Here's a step-by-step guide. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the D below Lincoln's portrait. Look for any unusual shapes, doubling, or misalignment. Check for doubling in the words Liberty or In God We Trust. The shinier and less worn the coin is, the better. If you think you've found something special, don't clean the coin. Instead, take it to a professional coin grader or dealer. Okay, let's say you've discovered that your 1985 D penny is indeed a rare gem. What's the next step? Here are my top tips for selling rare coins. Grading your coin with a service like PCGS or NGC can significantly increase its value by proving its authenticity and condition. Avoid pawn shops and instead look for coin auctions, online marketplaces like eBay, or private collectors. Rare coins often sell for the best price at high-profile auctions. Take your time to find the right platform. Keep records of your coin's condition, photos, and grading reports. This helps when negotiating with buyers. Remember, your old coin jar could be holding more than just spare change. It could hold your ticket to financial freedom. The 1985 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is proof that small things can have big value. So, start digging through your collection and checking those pennies. Who knows? The next millionaire might be you. Thanks for tuning into Be Coin Old. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next treasure hunting tip. Have questions or a coin story to share? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1990 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Is it hiding in your pocket, your old jar of coins, or tucked away in a forgotten drawer? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. Let's get started. Before we get into the value, let's talk about what makes this 1990 penny so special. Most pennies from this year were minted with either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But a rare batch, and we're talking extremely rare here, came out without any mint mark at all. This wasn't a mistake, but rather a unique anomaly that collectors consider priceless. The missing mint mark is what sets this coin apart. It's not something you'd notice at first glance, but that tiny detail or lack of it could mean the difference between a penny and a $2 million payday. Now, you're probably wondering, why would anyone pay that much for a penny? Great question. The value of rare coins often boils down to three key: rarity, condition, and demand. The 1990 no mint mark penny checks all these boxes. Fewer than 200 confirmed examples exist. Higher grades, like MS-65 or above, fetch premium prices. Collectors worldwide are obsessed with Lincoln pennies. And it's not just any collector who's interested in these coins. Major investors, museums, and historical enthusiasts all compete to own a piece of this unique history. That competition is what drives the price into the millions. All right, now let's get practical. How can you tell if you have one of these million-dollar pennies? Here are the steps you need to follow. The date should clearly say 1990. A normal penny will have a D or an S under the date. If there's no letter at all, you might be in luck. Use a magnifying glass to check for scratches, dents, or wear. The better the condition, the higher the value. Contact a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and grade. Authentication is crucial because fakes are common. Trust me, spending a little money to get your coin professionally graded can save you a lot of headaches down the line. Now, let me share a story that will blow your mind. In 2019, a pristine 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny was sold at auction for, wait for it, $2 million. The coin was in near-perfect condition, graded as MS-67 by PCGS, and it sparked a bidding war among collectors. That's the power of rarity and demand. Just imagine, a single penny changing someone's life forever. Could your coin collection hold the next record-breaking treasure? If you think you've struck gold, or copper in this case, here's how you can sell your coin for top dollar. As mentioned earlier, professional grading is non-negotiable. Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers are two trusted names in the industry. They rarely offer fair market value for rare coins. Sites like eBay can work, but be cautious of scams. Selling a rare coin can be a big decision. So take your time, do your research, and always consult with experts. So what are you waiting for? Check your old coin jars, search through your drawers, and see if you might be sitting on a small fortune. The 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny is proof that sometimes the smallest treasures can hold the greatest value. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins worth millions, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. We're diving into an incredible story about a 1991 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that's been rumored to be worth up to $4 million. Yes, you heard that right, millions. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's unravel this mystery. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1991 Lincoln penny is part of the series featuring the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909. By 1991, billions of these coins had been minted, making it seem like any other penny, right? But here's where the story gets fascinating. For pennies minted in Philadelphia, you'll notice they don't have a mint mark. That's completely normal. However, what makes this particular penny potentially worth millions isn't just the lack of a mint mark. It's all about rarity, errors, and demand. So why on earth would a 1991 penny, something we'd all overlook, be worth $4 million? It boils down to these three factors. Rarity, error, features, collector, demand. Coins become valuable when they're rare. This particular 1991 penny is rumored to have been struck on the wrong planchet, a material not intended for a penny. For instance, it might have been struck on a gold or experimental metal planchet, making it a one-of-a-kind coin. Error coins are a hot topic in the numismatic world. This 1991 penny is believed to have an extremely rare minting error, like doubling on the text, a misaligned die, or a wrong metal composition. Collectors are always hunting for the rarest and most unique pieces to complete their collections. When a coin like this surfaces, it creates a bidding war that drives the price through the roof. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. The rumor of a 1991 Lincoln penny selling for $4 million stems from a private collector's auction where a unique error penny fetched an eye-watering price. While the exact details of the transaction remain confidential, such sales aren't unheard of in the world of rare coins. Could your penny be next? Well, here's how you can find out. The first step is to examine your coin carefully. Here's what to look for. Does the penny look different from others? Use a small magnet to test it. If it's magnetic, it's a rare composition. Use a digital scale. A standard penny weighs about 2.5 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, you may have something special. Look for doubling on the text, unusual shapes, or any imperfections. If you spot something unusual, get it authenticated by a professional coin grader. Companies like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin and give you an idea of its true value. So you've discovered that your penny might be valuable. What next? Here are some places to sell it. Websites like eBay or heritage auctions are great for reaching a wide audience of collectors. Visit a trusted coin shop in your area for an appraisal. Attend a coin show to meet collectors and dealers face-to-face. Remember, always get multiple appraisals to ensure you're getting the best deal. The story of the $4 million 1991 Lincoln penny reminds us that treasures can truly be hiding in plain sight. So, don't overlook those pennies lying around. They might just change your life. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Who knows? The next coin we talk about might be sitting in your pocket right now. We're talking about the 1993 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, you heard that right. A penny that could be worth up to $3 million. That's right. This seemingly normal coin has blown the minds of collectors and experts alike. Stick around because we're going to dive deep into why this coin is worth so much and how you can cash in on that rare gem sitting in your pocket. Let's get started. Now, let's talk about the 1993 D Mint Mark penny. This coin was originally minted as part of the standard series of Lincoln pennies that everyone's familiar with, right? It looks just like any other penny you'd find in your pocket, but there's something incredibly rare about certain 1993 D pennies. It all has to do with a minting error that happened at the Denver Mint.in 1993. An error occurred during the production process, where a small batch of pennies was struck using defective dies. These dies caused the coins to have a much higher than usual level of detail on the reverse side, making the coin's appearance unique and rare. This makes it different from regular 1993 pennies and extremely valuable. But here's the kicker. Most of these pennies were taken out of circulation. Only a handful of them remain, and that's where the real value comes in. Now, you might be wondering, how can a penny be worth $3 million? Well, that comes down to a combination of factors. First, the minting error is incredibly rare. Only a few of these coins were ever released into the wild, and even fewer have been kept in pristine condition. Second, the 1993 D penny holds incredible significance among coin collectors. It's a perfect storm of rarity, historical importance, and condition. And guess what? Some of these pennies have been sold for staggering amounts at auction. A recent sale saw one of these rare pennies fetch around $3 million. That's right, a penny that, when first minted, was worth just 1 cent is now valued at a mind-blowing $3 million. Now, let's talk about how you can spot this rare penny if you've got one lying around in your collection. It's not just about having a 1993 D penny. To find one worth millions, you'll need to look for a few key details. Check the mint mark. If the penny has a D mint mark, that's the one struck at the Denver Mint. You're on the right track. Look for coins that are in extremely good condition. We're talking about coins that have minimal wear, clear details, and shine. The higher the grade, the more valuable it is. If it's been well preserved, that penny could be worth a lot. Check the reverse for any unusual signs. A prominent double die error on the reverse side is a sure sign that your penny might be one of the rarer, more valuable ones. If you think you've found a valuable penny, the next step is getting it appraised. Now, you might be wondering, where do I even start? Here are some easy steps. Find a trusted numismatist or coin dealer. They specialize in evaluating coins and can help you determine the true value of your 1993 D penny. Websites like Heritage Auctions, PCGS, and NGC offer detailed guides and appraisal services. You can even get coins graded online to confirm their condition and value. If you're lucky enough to have a rare penny, you may want to sell it through a reputable auction house. They attract serious buyers willing to pay top dollar for valuable coins. Now, if you do happen to have one of these rare coins, the big question is, how do you sell it? Well, here are a few tips for selling your rare penny and making sure you get top dollar. Before you sell, make sure you understand the market value. Research recent sales of similar coins to get an idea of what yours might be worth. Make sure to sell through a well-known, trusted coin dealer or auction house. The last thing you want is to get scammed. Do your research and don't settle for less than your coin's true value. Having your penny graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can significantly increase its sale price. A graded coin assures buyers of its authenticity and condition. If you have a truly valuable coin, auction houses like Heritage Auctions or online platforms like eBay can help connect you with collectors willing to pay top prices. So, there you have it. The 1993 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny could be your ticket to millions. But it all comes down to rarity, condition, and knowing how to sell it. If you've got an old coin collection lying around, it's time to take a closer look. You might be sitting on a gold mine. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more coin-related tips, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin yourself. We're going to talk about one of the rarest, most sought-after pennies on the planet, the 2014 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this coin could be worth up to $4 million. Stick around because we're going to break down exactly why this coin is so valuable, how to spot one, and if you happen to have one in your collection, what you should do next. Cut to a close-up of the 2014 D Lincoln penny with a magnifying glass on it. Segment 1. Understanding the 2014 D Lincoln 1-cent penny host. Now, let's take a look at the 2014 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it looks like just another regular penny, right? It's easy to overlook something that seems so ordinary. But when you dive deeper, you'll realize that this particular penny has an extraordinary story behind it. B-roll. Zoom in on the front and back of the 2014 D penny, highlighting Lincoln's profile and the D-Mint mark. Host. The 2014 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny was released by the U.S. Mint in 2014. So why is it so valuable now, almost a decade later? Well, it's all about a rare minting error that turned this coin into a potential goldmine for collectors and investors alike. Segment 2. The rare minting error host. The coin in question isn't valuable just because of its age. It all comes down to a rare minting error. You see, during the minting process in 2014, some pennies were struck with a flawed die, creating an irregularity on the reverse side of the coin, specifically around the lettering and the Lincoln Memorial. Now, this error wasn't widespread, and only a small number of these coins made it into circulation. This is what makes them so valuable because the error is so rare and hard to find. Collectors who are able to find one of these coins in mint condition are willing to pay big bucks for it. Here's where it gets even more interesting. As of recent reports, a perfect specimen of the 2014 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny with this error has been valued at up to $4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $4 million. So, how does a penny that's less than 10 years old jump to such a mind-blowing value? The value comes from the rarity of the minting error and the demand from collectors. Coins with minting errors are highly coveted in the numismatic world, especially when they're in exceptional condition. Now, not every 2014 D penny is going to fetch millions. The condition of the coin is key. Coins that are uncirculated and error-free are much less valuable. But when you have one with a genuine minting flaw and in mint condition, it becomes a collector's dream. Okay, so let's say you think you might have one of these rare pennies. How can you tell if your 2014 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is worth that kind of money? First, inspect the reverse side of the penny carefully. You'll be looking for signs of a die error, where the lettering or the image of the Lincoln Memorial appears doubled, misaligned, or slightly blurry. You'll also want to check for any other unique features that might indicate a mistake during the minting process. If you spot something unusual, it could be the sign of a rare error. Now that you know how to identify these valuable coins, you're probably wondering what to do if you have one. After all, if you're sitting on a $4 million penny, you're probably ready to cash in on your find. So, how do you sell a coin like this? First, you want to have your coin authenticated by a professional. There are many trusted grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. They'll provide a certificate of authenticity and give your coin a grade based on its condition. A high-grade coin with a confirmed error is going to be the most valuable. Once your coin is graded, you can either sell it privately to a collector or you can take it to an auction house. Auction houses are a great way to find buyers who are actively looking for rare coins. There are also online platforms where you can sell rare coins, but make sure to use a reputable site to avoid scams. At this point, you might be wondering, is it worth it to go out and search for one of these pennies? Well, the short answer is yes. It's always a good idea to keep your eyes open for rare coins, whether it's pennies, quarters, or any other type of US currency. Whether you're sorting through old change at home or browsing through estate sales and coin shops, you never know what you might find. But remember, the key is knowing what to look for. And when you spot a rare coin, you'll be one step closer to uncovering a hidden treasure. So, there you have it. The 2014 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny has the potential to be worth millions if you find one with a rare minting error. Remember, if you're serious about selling your rare coins, always get them authenticated, graded, and make sure to connect with reputable buyers. Who knows? You could be sitting on a coin that will change your life. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin discovery. And if you have a coin you think might be valuable, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear about it. We're diving into a mind-blowing coin, the 1980 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, which could be worth a whopping $7 million. You heard that right, $7 million. Stick around to find out if you have one of these hidden treasures in your collection and how to sell it for top dollar. Let's get started. The 1980 D Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like just another ordinary penny. After all, there were billions of these coins minted, and you can easily find them in your pocket change. But here's the twist. There's something incredibly rare about some of these pennies that can send their value skyrocketing into the millions of dollars. You might be wondering, how can a penny that was made in such large quantities be worth so much? Well, it all comes down to one thing, a rare error in minting. Some 1980 D pennies were accidentally struck with a major flaw, leading to a dramatic increase in value. During the minting process at the Denver Mint in 1980, a small but significant error occurred. Some of the 1980 D pennies were mistakenly struck with an overused die, causing the design to be off-center or even leading to double strikes. This error was rare but not impossible. And this is where the value of these pennies starts to get interesting. If you look closely at an ordinary 1980 D penny, it's easy to miss the subtle differences. But if you compare it to a rare mint error coin, you'll see how the design isn't perfectly aligned. Some coins show a ghosting effect, where the image of Abraham Lincoln seems doubled. That's where the value explodes. Now let's talk about value. A typical 1980 D penny is worth just a cent, but a rare error version can fetch anywhere from thousands to millions of dollars. In fact, the most prized 1980 D pennies with these minting errors have been sold for up to $7 million at auction. Why? Because they're incredibly scarce and collectors are always on the lookout for them. You may be wondering how a coin could go from being worth a cent to a staggering $7 million. Well, the rarity, the error, and the demand from collectors looking to complete their sets all factor in. Coins like these become more than just currency. They become works of art and priceless collectibles. Now that you know it exists, let's talk about how to identify this rare 1980 D penny. First, you want to look at the mint mark. If it has a D just below the date, you're on the right track. But the key to spotting the rare error lies in the details of the coin. Check the edges and the design. Some of these coins have doubled lettering, a misalignment of Lincoln's portrait, or a completely off-center strike. If your penny looks like it's not been struck evenly, there's a good chance it could be the one you're looking for. Don't rely on just the surface. Look closely under magnification to find the subtle signs of a minting mistake. If you think you've found a rare 1980 D penny, you need to get it professionally evaluated. Many coin dealers and grading services specialize in identifying mint errors. The most trusted service is the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, which will grade your coin based on its rarity and condition. Once your coin is graded, it's time to sell. You can either sell directly to collectors, through online auction sites like eBay, or through major auction houses that specialize in rare coins. But here's the key. You want to make sure you're working with reputable buyers. The last thing you want is to get taken advantage of. If you have a 1980 penny or any other valuable coin, it's all about timing and presentation. The better condition your coin is in, the more money it will bring. Coins that are graded at the highest levels, like MS65 or higher, are the ones that fetch the big bucks. So, if you have one of these rare pennies, get it professionally graded and then hold on to it for the right market. One last tip: always store your rare coins in protective holders to preserve their condition. The better it's preserved, the higher the value. Who knew a simple penny could be worth millions, right? The 1980 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how a rare minting error can transform an everyday coin into a collector's dream. So, take a look through your spare change, grab a magnifying glass, and you might just have a $7 million penny hiding in your collection. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on finding rare and valuable coins. And remember, never underestimate the power of your pocket change. It could be worth a fortune,